like he told you he's going to be when he gets a full season. He was coming off of an injury, but he's in LA. He's going to be a megastar now. He's going to be in shape. They're going to give him the best of the best in the world. He's Luka Doncic. Do you see how he plays when he's fat? Did you remember what he was like his rookie year? They're going to make him a sex symbol. They're going to Hollywood him up. This is your new face of the NBA, y'all. That's where the MVP trophies are going. Now he can get MVP. Now he's going to go. He's in New York now to sign that contract with the league. He's the leading man. And everyone is so shocked at new Luka. Oh my God, it's a new Luka Doncic. Oh my God, it's new Luka. No, it's the same Luka Doncic. He was at Jordan camp a month ago. We told you. We told you. Luka's going to be Luka. You're getting 30, 10, and 10. No matter what. Now, the LeBron James fans are mad, saying, well, LeBron's getting him in shape. But he didn't credit LeBron James for any of it. You know why? Because LeBron James got nothing to do with it. He doesn't train with LeBron. He doesn't know what LeBron does. He doesn't care. He's in New York right now, going to the NBA offices, and they're going to sign the deal. He met Aaron Judge. For the Yankees. He's a star now. He is an absolute star, a California star. Forget what you thought you knew. It's over. The LeBron James era is over. They didn't want to give it to Steph because they was too stupid. They're not going to make the same mistake again, and they're going to give it to Luka Doncic. Luka is now the one. And it's gonna really hurt. It's gonna really hurt. I know you Laker fans want to hear LeBron. They tried to interview him in this men's health and fitness thing and ask him about LeBron. He didn't care to talk about LeBron. LeBron has nothing to do with his training. He credit Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. He used techniques that they used in their training to get in shape for this season. That's what he did. He did not use anything from LeBron James. He did not consort with LeBron on fitness. He has his own two-a-days that he does, his own training regimen that he made up based on what Kobe did and what Michael Jordan did.
42-inch bit.
Now, working out ain't gonna win you a chip. Well, working out, making sure that you're in better condition and shape helps. Luka was putting up 30-point triple doubles when he could barely move. Now, if they can only get James Harden, no, James. That ain't gonna happen with James. Let me just tell y'all, let me just even stop wishing. That ain't happening with James. James be like, I gotta give up hoes? Nah, I can't give up hoes. No. James, come on. Just dedicate this season. You can have a six-pack. I better have a six-pack when I'm running up and down this court. Only six-pack I want is Heineken. And I want that new chicken wing six-pack. Yeah, that's what I want. James. James, now come on, be realistic. Team player here. I'm on the team and I play because they pay me to be. All right. This is what about people. This is the avenue. Now, when we see this coming up and down the road constantly, and you have all this hate that keeps flying around, and why does this hate keep flying around? Because everybody seems to be an effing expert. I swear to God, they don't know shit. I told y'all a month ago because he was at Michael Jordan's classic. About 3 days after the season ended, he went into full training rehab on his body and got his body adjusted for what was to come. Now, what people don't seem to understand, it's like, are you going to be judged by ants? Right? Are you going to, translation to what that means is, are you going to be judged by God on how many ants you stepped on while you were walking? Right? So, are you going to be judged by ants? Or and what that means in basketball terms, what that means in basketball terms is this. Are you going to be judged? Are we going to judge Luka Doncic and play God on him when he's giving up 30, 10, and 10? Based on what he weighs? Or you weigh how he play? Plenty of other guys in there in better physical condition than Luka Doncic and can jump out of the gym, but they wasn't giving you 30, 10, and 10. If Luka didn't join the team, y'all went from 6th place to almost no place to third place. AD was hurt, and it was obvious he wasn't healthy enough to come back for the rest of the season. He was done. Now, with that being said, and that's on the table and that's on the floor, we turn everything back around, right? So now that things are back around, what are we talking about again? The Los Angeles Lakers is not, when y'all gonna start listening to me and realize I know what I'm talking about? You're seeing it happen right before your eyes and you still in denial. It's so blind. Y'all are so blinded by this. Look. It's really, really simple. Okay? It's so simple, even a child could do it. And it goes like this. Luka Doncic is not going to be the face of the Los Angeles Lakers. He's going to be the face of the NBA. This is the big stage. This is NBC, baby. This ain't no ABC, ESPN. No. You ain't gonna have crap on my screen. We're going to get you a stylist. We're going to get you clothes. We're going to get your hair fixed up, whipped up. You ain't going to be looking like nothing you were previously. No, 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 no. You're going to be ready to go. You're going to be street legal by the time NBC get through docking you up. This is a production, baby. Luka's getting ready for his role. You remember Chris Pratt before he was Star-Lord? He was known as Fat Pratt. That's what he was known as, Fat Pratt. Then they put him in there, got him away from his wife. He kicked his wife to the curb and got with Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. Welcome to Hollywood, baby. They was like, she's old school. Now here, this is new school. We're gonna get you with the Republican Party. And here we go. We're off to the races. Now, Wemby is great. He's great for international value from Paris, France. So, well, if you start looking at it, they keep talking about the Europeans are going to take over. It's already happened. Just like people talking about the New World Order. It's already happened. You're living in it. You gotta wake up out of this. You're stuck in a cycle you can't get out of and don't know how. You're gonna have to wake up. They're playing in your face. The European takeover has already happened and you don't even know it. Ja Morant would never get that position again. He was on his way. Screwed that up. NBC, guns, they don't like that. Luka Doncic, now that is what they like. That's what they love. They want to make him a sex symbol. They want the girls to love him. LeBron's going to be a relic. He going to be there holding Luka's goddamn bags with his old cane. Yeah, I taught him everything he knows. Yeah, do that move I taught you the other day. When you fell down? Yeah, before I fell, though. You saw what I did, right? Yeah. Man, I used to could fly. So, what in the world could LeBron be teaching him? Nothing. So now LeBron James fans was upset. Oh, Luka trying to downplay LeBron. They trying to erase LeBron legacy. What legacy? A play-in tournament? Play-in championship? A bubble ring? That y'all got to argue and defend? Who has to defend a championship, right? You do. Daryl Morley even said, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I would have celebrated it, but nobody in the NBA credits that as a real championship. He knows that. Nobody was in shape for that thing at all. The whole country was locked down. So Luka credited Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant's workouts, and he took that into his training. And they said, oh, this is a PR stunt. To try to, a PR stunt. No, this to shut y'all up. Because all y'all need to do, all y'all do is pull in this LeBron James propaganda media to tear down Luka Doncic. We already know what that is. We know that's LeBron doing that. We know that's LeBron's people involved. We know that. You ain't fooling us. We know what this is about. We know who's doing what around here. All of these clutch sports people keep coming out with, if Luka can control his weight though, can he stay healthy? Can he stay in shape? They always talk about this is why Dallas let him go. His weight issues, and he's always overweight. So now he's on the cover of Men Health. So you can't come with that weight it no more. He's on the cover of Men's Health. Now, once again, as I told you, I was correct. He's in New York. Why would he be in New York meeting with the NBA executives, NBC, and all of these people? Why is Luka Doncic doing that? He plays for the Lakers. That contract's supposed to be signed in Los Angeles because he's there to make sure that this deal that I've already told you about, he's finna sign this week, how much he's finna get on the face value of it. He's gonna make a lot more in the marketing, promotion, campaign, do commercials. He's finna do all of this in this upcoming week. They're gonna give him a layout on how the season is gonna go as far as the marketing scheme with NBC, what they want to involve him in, and mix some of their Peacock programming into mix. Oh yeah, Jordan Brand is running things. And because of the Jordan Brand and Jordan and NBC, this was an easy transition to put Luka in as the face. Michael Jordan got Jamal Crawford, his right-hand man, his gambling buddy, his new replacement for Charles Oakley. He got him front line and center. Now, why does he have him front line and center? Because this is exactly how it's supposed to go down. That's his homeboy. He got Carmelo Anthony. He picked his own broadcasting team of all Jordan and his homeboys. And he's getting $40 million. Trust me, y'all, we're going to do a panel tonight. Okay? We're going to do a panel. I feel it's only right. We do a panel. There's a lot we finna discuss. It might not even be tonight. It might be this afternoon. It's a lot we got to discuss. About time I pat myself on the back. Oh, they got the American face. The American face is there to be embarrassed. Because the simple fact of the face to be embarrassed is always going to be different than the face that's there. See, America, they want them to have Cooper Flag. Now that's America. His goddamn name is Cooper Flag. Goddamn American hero there. I feel like saluting just by saying his name. Cooper Flag. Oh, what a star playing in Dallas. The home of the stars. This is it. Now, oh yes, times have changed, but they mostly still stay the same. Oh, you know it. Now, I'm glad you like what you saw on the Patreon yesterday. People hit me up, was like, Sino, that was fire. You dropped 3 bombs back to back to back. I'm like, yep. One is an early release. So I put that out early so everybody could see it. and we'll move on from there. But everybody else, it is what it is. Now, when you get into the congressional side of the business and start seeing the financials, Luka Doncic is a lightning rod. The whole NBA got a boost when that trade went down. It got so much attention, it boosted all the attention of the games. Every time Luka played with LeBron, it was heightened. Everything was jacked up. Nobody's tuning in for LeBron anymore. He's old news. How you doing? So they need something to go along with him. It's like having steak with no sides. You know? LeBron is no longer that guy that can carry a team to a championship. That was over in Cleveland. And it was really over before that. He was done. He should have retired in 2020. The Lakers should have gave up on the experiment 4 years ago. But they didn't give up on the experiment. Because they had no forms of making money. They had no real plan. See, this is what Dr. Buss, he knew. Dr. Buss was trying to protect Jenny Buss. Jenny thought like, my dad just doesn't want me to run the team because he's misogynistic. That wasn't the case. The father was trying to protect you because the whole business was misogynistic. And you, his daughter, they're never going to respect you as an owner. You're never going to get respected. So during that time, this is why he said, your brother needs to be running the business. Not that you were incapable of running the business. The problem was your brother is a man and would be respected more by these other men, these other racist, misogynistic owners. Right? More than you. Plus, they know your background. Playboy magazine, you know, your meet and greet with all the other celebs. You're not somebody that they respect or take seriously. And they're not going to. They're not ever going to respect you. So, if they're not ever going to respect you, then what is the end game? What is the solution? What is the answer to the problem that you've created? The answer to that problem and the fix is the same vice that always happens in these situations. To fix this problem or said issue, what needs to happen or transpire is that your brother needs to be the face and you do things behind the scenes. But they couldn't work together. And Jeannie has no clue on how to run a team. So Linda and Kurt Rambis had more power than ever. And all the other guys that they trusted with the basketball everyday decisions. Kurt Rambis can't stand LeBron James. Linda Rambis is just a hot little thought who then got old. She's like 80 years old and still rubbing up on men. She's thinking it's still lounge days where she's drinking cocktails. Bring me another cocktail. This big hunk of a man, they just get bigger and hunkier. Wow. Kurt, like, Linda should be ashamed of yourself. Shut up, Kurt. Bring me another martini. All right, you saw her and Jenny Buss rubbing on LeBron arms on, when he was sitting there like he was a piece of meat. Savannah was disgusted because it embarrassed her that he allowed that scene to happen while sitting on the sideline. They was like, LeBron spends $1 million on his body every year. I'm like, well, he better get his money back. You better get some of that money back, bro. They robbing you all the way around the board. People think, oh, he takes steroids. That's what keeps him playing. That's what keeps you look like you could still run. LeBron looked like he could still run and play the game. But see, here's the thing about steroids or performance enhancing drugs. Yes, they can keep you young. They can replenish the red blood cells that you lose if you take an EPOs. Right? That was normally for anemic people. But what happened in that transaction, people? Let me tell you what happened. Here's the thing in the situation that everybody has missed. When you normally go this route, okay, your cells in your body, they age. And even when you do the platelet replacement thing that Kobe was doing in his knees, taking his platelet and put that plasma back into your body after they rejuvenated enough, that's enough to keep the arthritic condition in your knees together, you know, when they stem it up, but the cell is still old. See, when they were cloning, they discovered that only after the clone. See, no one listens and pays attention to details. I do. When they cloned that first clone and had that calf out there, they was all proud of it, and that damn thing died in about 2 months. And it was like, how did this 2-month calf die? Then they cloned something else and it died in a couple of months. They was like, why are these clones dying so quickly? Because you cloned them from something that was already old. So the cells are old. Now you got old cells in a brand new calf. But it looks young, but it came from old cells. And that's why Kobe's body wouldn't allow him to be the same anymore. No matter if he could have went and got that therapy treatment in Germany, that's not going to help anymore because the cells are old. And yes, it'll make you feel fresh, but it's not meant for you to go back to physical attrition of playing basketball and the wear and tear on your knees from that. It was meant for you to still have a life, quality of life, and walk around and be like, hey, okay, this is good. You can last for years. But Kobe is trying to get back to playing basketball. And the first couple of times it worked. Every summer he would go and get his knees. Kobe was back dunking again. He was doing 360 dunks. He was like feeling like his old self. But slowly starts to tear down. So he would get it like every summer. He would go to Germany, get his knees fixed. Of course, Luka got sense. He don't deal with LeBron. Like, we play ball together. That's it. I don't need LeBron's people. That's LeBron's stance. He needs to get with LeBron, and LeBron's going to get him in shape. That's the storyline y'all want to tell. LeBron sitting there. Come on, Luka. That's it. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there you go, Luka. Yeah, that's right. I get my boy Luka in shape. Yeah, we're going to be ready this season. That's the storyline they want to sell you. But in reality, no. I get in shape on my own. You can't, if you have a calf injury, ankle injury, you're not on a treadmill. You can't run around. You can't move. It's hard to be in physical condition and shape. If you've seen the training regimen of Kawhi Leonard and what he goes through just to be there, he don't record that stuff. But I can tell you NBA players who said, like, damn, what this dude go through. This dude had 2 major injuries and back-to-back seasons with his knees. And still, this man puts that work in. I mean, like nobody's business. He goes in, gets his MCL taken care of, and no complaining, no crying, no why me, and he back to it. Lifting up 100-pound dumbbells. And he kept going, kept playing, played himself into shape. He's an attestament to how this game should go. Being proud is an understatement, because when you know the game and you are abreast to the situation, you know what it is already. You don't need people to tell it to you or spell it out for you. You know the situation. Come on, Black. Academy Mia 6. No, he's not. Unfortunately for you guys, Luka is the genuine article. He is authentic. And because of it, he has been made to suffer because he's that good. They had no idea Luka was going to be what he was when he was drafted. They knew he was good. He could put up some points. They was like, okay, we might have another Dirk. We could put him in Dallas. He'll be a great player in Dallas. Another Dirk. Dirk's replacement. Right? That all changed. That all transformed and became something unique. Absolutely unique. Now, what does that mean? What happened? What transformed? What happened that made the game become so unique? Well, I'm glad you asked. Luka's rookie year, he was embarrassing people. I mean, embarrassing the superstars of the league. Hitting game-winning shots. They trying to think of a nickname for him. They was like, oh, we got a superstar in the making. And they had Dennis Smith Jr., who they wanted to pair up with Luka, and they were going to be a devastating team, with Brunson being the understudy. To be in the future backcourt. But yet, Brunson wants to be a 5'10" Luka. So they got Dennis Smith Jr. out of there quick. After he wouldn't get a ball to Luka and wanted to go one-on-one and take the game-winning shot himself. After Luka got them back in the game. Luka rips his jersey, stares him down as he walks past, and he doesn't get to shoot the last shot after he got them back in the game. You go in and blow a layup. Pretty soon after that, Dennis Smith Jr. was gone. I remember making that video saying he was gone. It's like, oh, he's gone. Don't even worry about it. He's gone. He will not be on this team very much longer. Well, I made the video like 3-4 years ago that Luka Doncic was better than LeBron James has ever been coming into the league. I told people about Luka his first year, his rookie season. I'm saying he was up for MVP his rookie year. I was saying that then. I'm like, are y'all paying attention to what's happening in Dallas? This Luka dude is destroying guys. Destroying them. I'm like, he's a rookie. He giving them the business. They can't deal with him. And he wasn't scared. He wasn't nervous. And I'm like, this dude's like 19, 20 years old. Man, shoot. I've been on this live stream telling y'all that 4 years. And yet, it did not come into fruition. So I was mad as hell. Yeah, they love to hear me say something, then credit someone else for it. When we start doing that, well, quality moments is what you strive for, right? You always want to make sure you strive for the quality moment. I just really think there's more to it than that. I think as people start dealing with the quality situations and dealing with how blowback and fallback happens, and people start to understand things a little bit more. You know, it wouldn't be so jaded. But, you know, we getting things cooking. So don't forget to go to the Patreon. We gave y'all all you asked for. So definitely check it out. And I'm out the door. Peace. What's up, KB?